Welcome to yet another video, Dr. RS and you, Science of Cosmetics and Personal Care Products. So, we have finished till part 37, right? So, I think you are all going through these sections, because if you go through all the sections it will be a continuity, otherwise it will be a little abrupt here and there. So if you go sequentially, it will be better, right? So now from part 38 I am going to discuss about the various aspects of physicochemical properties of emulsions, right? Physicochemical properties of emulsions. Part 38 will be type of emulsions, right? So physicochemical properties of emulsions. Part 38 today we will discuss about types of emulsion. Then 39 next video, emulsifying agents, right? Then part 40 concept of HLB, hydrophilic lipophilic balance. Part 41 we will discuss about theories of emulsification, and part 42 stability of emulsions, a concept, the stability of the emulsions, what are the parameters we have to see and what happens when the emulsion is unstable. So these are the aspects we will be seeing sequentially. So part 38 today we will be seeing types of emulsion. So today 38 will be types of emulsions. Emulsions, they are biphasic liquid dosage form. Biphasic meaning it has two phases, right? So what are emulsion? Emulsion is a biphasic liquid dosage form, right? You have to put a comma here. It's not biphasic liquid dosage form. No, biphasic liquid dosage form. Dosage is a pharmaceutical term, but we can use it here also, because you take a amount of cream and apply, that's also a dosage every day. Or a lotion, you take a small quantity of lotion, you apply, that's also a dosage, right? Some dose, right? Now biphasic liquid, using biphasic liquids you can form semi-solid preparation, that is creams, or liquid preparations, that is lotions. Both can be formed. Now how biphasic liquid? So now if you have two phases, you can make creams by altering the contents of the oil phase and water phase, by including ingredients in the oil phase and water phase, right? If there are two phases, water and oil, right, you can you include waxes, right, fatty acids, fatty alcohols, they are all solids, they include in the oil phase, right? Water phase you include polymers that can thicken water also. Now when these are there, when you add these things, they are not two liquids, no, polymers, water will be okay, but in oil when you add waxes, fatty acids, fatty alcohols, at room temperature it will be solid. So in that case you have to increase oil phase to heat to 80 degrees centigrade, 75 to 80 degrees centigrade. Water phase also should be heated to 80-70 degrees centigrade. When the temperature of oil phase and water phase is same, based on the emulsion design you can add water to oil or oil to water, emulsify and bring it to room temperature. So, even when all the waxes and fatty alcohols are added, during emulsification, both are in the liquid phase. That is why two immiscible liquids, oil and water, immiscible liquids. That's why the definition here. It doesn't mean emulsions are always liquid. No, emulsions can be semi-solids, that are creams and creams, and they can be flowy liquid lotions. Right? You understood? Wait. So, what is the definition of emulsion? Right? Biphasic emulsions. Right? What is an emulsion? An emulsion is a biphasic liquid preparation. Right? It is a biphasic liquid preparation containing two immiscible liquids, one of which is dispersed as minute globules into the other. Right? The liquid phase that is converted into minute globules is called the dispersed phase, and the liquid the globules are dispersed is called the continuous phase. Emulsifying agents is added to the system to keep the emulsion stable. Usually the emulsion, normal emulsion, the droplet size varies from 0.1 to 100 micrometer. In the previous session, particle size analysis, we were discussing about various particle sizes, right? So, it is 0.1 to 100 micrometers. Now, what it is, right? We have two phases, right? One phase is oil, the other phase is water, we can say water, right? Oil and water, they are not miscible. Oil and water is not miscible. So, what happens? You can disperse oil in water, or you can disperse water in oil as fine globules. Right? What happens? You can disperse oil in water, or you can disperse water in oil. When oil is dispersed in water, oil is the dispersed phase and water is the continuous medium. And if water is dispersed in oil, water is the dispersed phase and oil is the continuous medium. That we will see. That's what. Emulsifying agent is added to the system to keep the emulsion stable. Right? An emulsion is a biphasic liquid preparation containing two immiscible liquids, one of which is dispersed as minute globules into the other, stabilized by emulsifying agents. Right? So, you can complete the definition like this, right? Because this is a very important thing, that's why I am repeating this. So, an emulsion is a biphasic liquid preparation containing two immiscible liquids, one of which is dispersed as minute globules into the other, stabilized by emulsifying agent. The liquid phase that is converted into minute globules is the dispersed phase, and the liquid, the globules are dispersed, is called the continuous phase. Right? For a normal emulsion, the droplet size is 0.1 to 100 micrometers. So, from this, how the emulsions are classified? So, emulsions are classified into oil in water emulsion or water in oil emulsion. Further, it is classified as multiple emulsions, nano emulsions and micro emulsions, right? We saw this, no? See, water, then oil. This is oil, this is water, right? If water and you see oil in that, droplets of oil, right? Then it is what emulsion? Oil in water emulsion. Or if you have this thing, right, and you have oil and water is dispersed as globules, this is water in oil emulsion, right? So, this is the dispersion medium. What is the dispersion medium? Oil, here is the dispersion medium, and water is the dispersed phase, right? Dispersion medium or the continuous medium, you can say, right? So, we have said continuous phase, okay? Continuous phase or dispersion medium, right? Water is the dispersed phase, right? This is water in oil emulsion. Oil in water emulsion, here dispersion medium, water is the dispersion medium or the continuous phase and oil is the dispersed phase, right? It's seen? Okay. I will say oil in water, water in oil emulsions. Okay. Now, here water is the dispersion medium and oil is the dispersed phase. Here oil is the dispersion medium and water is the dispersed phase. They are non-greasy. Oil in water emulsions, they are non-greasy and easily removable from the skin surface. It can be easily washed off. Water in oil emulsion, they are greasy and not water washable. They are used externally to provide cool feeling effect like vanishing cream. So, you have seen Pond's vanishing cream, right? Snow. So, this type of creams are generally or oil in water emulsions, and oil in water emulsions provide a good cool feeling. Water evaporates, the continuous phase gives a cool feeling, one, and the light moisturizing creams and moisturizing lotions are also oil in water type of emulsions. Okay. Water in oil, they are used externally to prevent evaporation of moisture from the surface of the skin. Cold cream. This we discussed moisturization. What? They form occlusive layer and seal moisture. We studied ways to moisturize the skin, right? So, water in oil emulsions are usually applied during winter. They form a continuous layer to moisturize the skin, to seal the moisture onto the skin. Whereas oil in water, it's mostly used in day creams and it acts as a base for the creams that used for blemishes or for sunscreen lotions or for anti-aging creams, right? All those, or light moisturizing cream for day use, all those things, all those products, the oil in water emulsions are used, right? Oil in water, water soluble actives are more quickly released from oil in water emulsions. So, water soluble actives are usually used in oil in water emulsions. Here, oil soluble actives are used in water in oil emulsions, right? These are the in cosmetics point of view, cosmetics and personal care point of view, these are the differences between oil in water and water in oil emulsion sensorially, right? So, now you are given a cream, just by simple test, how will you identify whether it is an oil in water or water in oil? Dilution test with water. When you dilute the cream with water, oil in water emulsion is stable even after adding water, since water in oil in water emulsion is a continuous phase. So, you can see this. When oil is a continuous phase and when you add water, water will not go into the cream at all. But when water is a continuous phase and when you add water to that, it will dilute the emulsion, but the emulsion will not separate it, it will go into the emulsion well. So, dilution test with water. Oil in water emulsion is stable even after adding water. Dye test. Scarlet dye, red dye. If it is an oil in water emulsion, right? And if the continuous phase is red, if the continuous phase, if the dispersed globules, because this is a oil soluble dye, Scarlet red dye is an oil soluble dye. So, what happens? If the dispersed globule is red, then it is oil in water emulsion, oil is dispersed, right? And if the continuous phase is red, it is water in oil emulsion, because in water in oil emulsion, oil is the continuous phase, right? Based on which takes the scarlet red dye, which is oil soluble, you can put the dye and see which globule take that color, whether the continuous phase or the dispersed phase, and you can find out what is the type of emulsion. The third test is a conductivity test. Only oil in water emulsion conduct electricity, because water is the continuous phase, right? Oil in water emulsion, where water is the continuous phase, will conduct electricity, right? Connect a pair of electrode connected through low voltage bulb in the emulsion. If the bulb glows on passing to the electric current, it is oil in water. When water is the continuous phase, this happens. If this doesn't happen, then oil is the continuous phase. Creaming test. Emulsion creams upwards. Oil in water. Oil is usually lighter, right? Water is heavier. Oil is lighter and water is heavier. Oil in water emulsion, oil is the dispersed phase, right? In oil in water emulsion, what happens? This is the thing. This is water. Then oil globules are there. This is the oil in water. If in creaming, what happens in creaming means all these globules come together and they coalesce and form a big globule. That is how the emulsion separates. And what happens? All these globules will coalesce, and when that happens, what happens? There will be layer of thing, and you can see something settling on the top, right? If oil separates out, this is oil in water emulsion. Otherwise, if it is water in oil emulsion, what happens? When water particles coalesce, so if it is then oil, and if water particles are there in this, they come together and coalesce, what happens? Water will settle at the bottom and the oil will be there. So, since water is heavier, water will settle at the bottom, right? This is water, settle at the bottom, this is oil. So, now that is why they say oil in water emulsion cream upwards. Creaming means it's a separation, right? It creams upward. Creaming means it will be, if it's a thick lotion or a cream, what happens? No, we can say a thick lotion. If it is an oil in water lotion, you can see a very light, denser thing, no, which is coming up, separating out and coming up, right? And if it is water in oil emulsion, you can see something settling at the bottom. If it is a transparent container, you can see something settling at the bottom, right? That's how by creaming test you can find out whether it is a oil in water emulsion or water in oil emulsion. Is it clear? Right. Now, oil in water and water in oil emulsions are traditional type of emulsions widely used in cosmetics. Widely used in cosmetics. We said we have other types of emulsions also, multiple emulsions, nano emulsions and micro emulsions. So, what is multiple emulsion? Multiple emulsion, you can have emulsion in emulsion, right? So, for example, this is oil and this is water. This emulsion is water in oil in water. So, this is oil and this is water particles, and this is also water. This is water, this is water, and this is oil. So, this is what? Water in oil in water. This external phase is water and here also dispersed. This is oil in water in oil. So what happens? You make one type of emulsion first and disperse in either water or oil, whatever is relevant. So by which you can get a multiple emulsion. Through these emulsions, you can protect the active ingredients, which is here in this phase, right? In this phase, you can protect the active ingredients in this phase, right, from degradation. Either it's water soluble or oil soluble. So this is multiple emulsion. See, you have heard about oil in water or water in oil. Multiple emulsions will be water in oil in water or oil in water in oil. Understood? This is a multiple emulsion. So this is basically to protect the actives, right? If it is in this space here, enclosed here, the active stability will be good. This is one type of emulsion, right? Then nano emulsions, right? Nano emulsions, see, we said our regular emulsions, the particle size are 0.1 to 100 micrometers, right? But for nano emulsions, the particle size range from 20 to 200 nanometers. So basically it is used in cosmeceuticals and pharmaceuticals, where you want to deliver through skin the actives, for external preparations. There are nano internal preparations also. From external preparations, nanotechnology is used everywhere, but here in nano emulsions, something which you want to penetrate very well, right? Then you have in the dispersed phase as nanoparticles, the active in the dispersed phase, which is in the nanoparticle size, and then on application the penetration will be better. So nano emulsions are characterized through nano size dispersed phase. The droplet size of nano emulsion falls typically between 20 to 200 nanometers. The main difference between emulsion, regular emulsion and nano emulsion lies in the size and shape of the particles dispersed in the continuous phase. See, there are the drug delivery systems also, where phospholipids are used as drug carriers, and then that will be in the that you can make a nano size drug carrier particles, dispersed particles, right? So in the drug delivery system, the nano emulsions play a very important role. Nano emulsions play a very important role, right? The next is micro emulsion. Okay. The particle size of micro emulsion and nano emulsions will be almost similar, but micro emulsion, the emulsions are formed instantly, right? Micro emulsions claim to be very, very stable, but see what happens, the emulsion forms instantly. But here one thing is surfactant levels or surfactant, that is, I call it emulsifier. Emulsifier levels are high. Formulation includes a co-emulsifier, also called as co-surfactant, okay, which is a fatty alcohol. So hexanol, so something like small chain fatty alcohol. So these micro emulsions, if according to my opinion, these micro emulsions or if you make a stay on skincare product with as a micro emulsion that is used regularly. Stay on skin product is a cream, right? A moisturizing cream or an anti-aging cream or a sunscreen cream. As a micro emulsion, you have to be very careful because of the safety, because usually micro emulsions have higher level of surfactant which can cause irritation to the skin. But where the micro emulsions play a very important role is, for example, shampoos, right? In shampoos, the suppliers sell micro emulsions of silicones that deposit on the hair and give that conditioning effect, smooth effect. So that micro emulsion is added to the shampoo, right? In that case, micro emulsions play a very important role in making the silicone micro emulsions that is finally used in a highly surfactant based product, water and surfactant based product like shampoos, right? So micro emulsion will play a very important role in that area. So that is micro emulsion. So this is what I would like to share with you today. So we know what is emulsion. See, emulsion is a biphasic system containing two immiscible liquids in which one is finely dispersed in the other, usually stabilized by an emulsifying agent, right? What are emulsions? I love this. What are emulsions? Emulsions are biphasic system containing two immiscible liquids in which one is finely dispersed in the other, usually stabilized by emulsifying agents, right? It can be oil in water emulsion or water in oil emulsions. So emulsions, there are other classification. What are the other classifications? We have the multiple emulsions. Multiple emulsions, water in water, oil in water in oil. Then we have nano emulsions and we have micro emulsions. All of them have specific applications. Most of the emulsions which are in cosmetics are oil in water or water in oil type of emulsions, right? So this is what I would like to share with you today. So keep this so that we will go to in the next section we will talk about emulsifying agents, right? Part 39 we will go to emulsifying agents. What are the various emulsifiers used in emulsions, right? This is Ramesh again, Dr. R.S. Call me Ramesh also, right? Thank you for listening to me patiently. We will get connected in the next session. Till then.